our next guest slayed the cello in the thrill of the perfection and danced her butt off and hit the floor. Now she's making her musical debut in the fourth and final season of the Netflix hit show that I love, Dear White People. Please welcome our girl, Logan Browning.
Logan!
I love it.
You look incredible.
You look so good. Let's see that outfit. Stand up, model a little bit. Yes. Yes.
Welcome to our new set.
Oh, I love this. I was literally just admiring all of the details. It's beautiful.
Right?
It's
I'm
just
obsessed.
right.
I
Yeah,
love
we
it.
love it.
Yeah.
We really do. And welcome back to the show.
Thanks, friends.
You have been, we're going to get to Dear White People because we got to get to that musical part. But
Yes.
before, you have been acting since you're 14 years old.
Wow, yeah.
Have you ever thought about, doing some work behind the camera?
You know, when I look at old photos of myself, I had this little Super 8 camera. It was a digital version of a Super 8 camera. And,
That's dope.
I would take it with me everywhere. I would make like little mini documentaries of our lives. And I feel like maybe little Logan actually wanted to be a filmmaker. So I sometimes think I need to honor, you have to honor your young self and your dreams.
Yes.
So I feel like I need to honor that. And so, yeah.
Have you ever considered letting us see that footage? Because
I know.
would think that that's so cool to look back at a young Logan and just what your perspective was and what you thought was cool to shoot.
Right.
That would be pretty awesome.
I don't know where it is. It was an American Girl.
Fail!
Oh.
Fail!
Oh.
Fail! I love it.
I know. It was like an American Girl had this little camera, and it was like when, CD-ROMs, PCs, everyone was on the computer at that time or whatever. But
I think you'd be amazing behind the camera.
I appreciate
I really
that.
do. One of the other things that I love about you is that you are an ambassador for Stomp Out Bullying. Is it Stomp? Yeah, Stomp Out Bullying, right? And I just want to hear more about that and what made you want to get involved.
Yeah, so I was first invited to be on a panel, and I had never heard of it before, and I was like, obviously this is super cool. I know a lot of people who are bullied. I was bullied. I feel like everyone in some way at some point in their life experiences that in a...
How did you handle it, the bullying?
I've always been kind of a confident kid, and my parents have always really just kind of made me feel like I'm allowed to exist, and anyone else who doesn't want me to, it's something that they're dealing with.
So good.
And so, yeah, compassion. I mean, sometimes I might have had a temper, but whatever.
Let them know.
But whatever. I had a moment.
It's just a moment in time.
So you got involved, and what have you been doing with them?
I just completely support them fully. Anything they need me to do, I do. Sometimes they have the anti-bullying months or things like that. But it's really made me take a deeper look at really where bullies even come from. Bullying is cyclical. So when people are bullying, it's not just the victim is the only one who needs the help. It's really that bully as well to stop that cycle.
Yeah,
We really do. And it's good that you're using your platform for that. You also have a great platform, and I heard that you want to be on Broadway because you're trying to get that EGOT status.
That would be amazing.
What you doing to get there?
Honestly, I'm just saying it in interviews until someone wants to hire me on Broadway.
Guys, this is her moment.
This is her moment.
If you want her on Broadway, reach out.
Don't you?
Speaking of Broadway and Dear White People, I heard that this next season is going to be a musical. And obviously, hold on, not just a musical, but it's the farewell season, and it's actually going to be a 90s musical.
No.
Which
What did you think when you were reading the script? Were you like, how are they going to make this happen? What are your thoughts about it?
Who doesn't love 90s R&B?
No, think about this. They doing Baby, Baby, Baby. They doing songs like from Mary J. Blige.
Oh,
They doing all those type of... It's because when I first
Classic
said
90s
musical, I was
R&B.
like, wait a minute. Is it just going to be y'all just singing on?
You
But
and
it's
everybody else.
songs that we know.
That was the concern.
Yeah, it's something different, and everyone's always confused about something different. But here's the thing. Dear White People in the beginning was something different, and I feel like this is the best way to go out. Like, it's kind of reminiscent of our season 1, because we dropped our season 1 date announcement, right? And we had trolls, we had people like, you can't have a show called Dear White People. Now we have our season 4, we have our fans, and they're like, you can't have a musical. And it's like, this is very similar.
But was it bittersweet that you know that it's the final season?
I'm very nostalgic. These are characters that I love my character, but I'm also very invested in all of the other characters as a fan of the show. And being able to see these like young Black collegiate characters and everything they've been through, saying goodbye to them is such a nostalgic feeling, but I feel like we leave everyone in a really great place.
I love it. Well, the fans are obviously feeling that this is bittersweet. They obviously love the show, but when they heard that it was going to be a musical, they were like, what? Like, they voiced their opinion.
It was tripping.
But I have two questions. One, how did all the actors feel about it being a musical? Because what if one of y'all can't sing?
You know, everyone is actually really talented in our cast. I mean, we have tap dancing, we have dancing, we have singing, we have rapping.
That's actually really dope.
It is, and it's a wonderful showcase. Why not take this final season?
Well, is everybody singing, or is there some voiceovers?
Everyone's singing.
Really?
Wow.
So it's not voiceovers. And are you still going to be touching on like the social issues? Is it still going to be that kind of a show, or does the musical aspect of it take away from that?
I don't think it does. I think the music is actually super meta. I feel like there's a lot that the show says without saying and without singing, and if you really want to unpack it, it's there. But obviously, it's Dear White People. We always get into the social topics, and Dear White People is usually ahead of the world.
Wild.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this. During the pandemic, we had a 400% surge in viewership because people were looking for answers, and guess where it was? On Dear White People.
That's
Dear
it,
White People.
you know. Well, let's talk quickly about your character, Sam, because in this season, she's going to be 15 years into the future.
Yeah.
So can we talk about that a little bit more?
Post-graduation.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we start the season. It's actually, you meet Sam and Lionel in the future, and then we start flashing back to senior year. And, you know, I don't know how people are gonna feel watching Sam, but she's a young Black woman director. And the truth is, Black women don't have the same opportunities as in the film industry. And I feel like our show does a really honest job of exploring where Sam is. That she has had a lot of success, but not the same amount as Gabe or Troy, who are men in the same world. And you know, it's a little sad because you just want to see all of your characters on top. But I feel like it's honest.
Yeah,
well, it's being real, and let's take a look at this clip from Dear White People.
No, listen. Promise me you'll make sure we make it. I'll think about it.
It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys looking fly. All I really want is the right one to say hi. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So tip up your cup and throw your hands up and let me hear the party say.
Oh, that's not annoying. No, that literally, I just watched this and I was like, oh, that's not annoying.
That's her singing.
And that's her really singing, and you sound amazing. Logan, thank you so much for stopping by. We love it when we get to hang out with you. Be sure to check out her show, Dear White People, now streaming on Netflix. We'll be right back. You're watching The Real.
It's
We
gonna
love
be
you,
so
Logan.
dope. It's gonna be